With inflation affecting all of us these days, being frugal feels more important than ever. So here with hacks to help us save is Bruce Sellery. Bruce, is it just me or are prices nuts these days?
Nuts. Inflation is the highest it has been in 30 years. And you see it in all sorts of different places. I go to fill up my car and I'm looking at the display like, is that number real? Are gas prices really 70% higher than they were? It's like we're on an episode of Candid Camera where people are watching my facial expression. And listen, in a strong economy, prices go up. That is not a problem. Prices go up, that's fine. What happens is when it occurs too quickly and wages don't keep up. That's when, prices are up 70%, you got the same paycheck, and therefore you have a problem.
We do have a problem. So what can people do about it?
Number one is to live within your means. As my mother would say, you have to make do, which is like, wow, it's such a hangover from the 70s. I hate that idea. But if we continue to buy the same number of liters of gas and we don't cut somewhere else, we're going to run up credit card debt. That is just what's going to occur. And it is so critical that everyone pays off that credit card in full every single month. So we're going to have to make do. And I think we may be entering a new period of frugality, which is why I want to play a game. I want to play a game with you. It is called Would You Rather. We're going to make some very tough choices here.
Oh, no. Okay, the era of frugality, this is made for my husband, not me. So how do we play this game?
Well, you and I can have fun doing absolutely anything. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. I'm going to give you two options, and you and I are each going to choose between which two things you would rather cut. And I want all of our viewers to play along at home because these are tough calls, and we're going to be making certain assumptions that you can't just, have a workaround here. You're going to have to choose between two very difficult things to choose between.
Okay, I'm ready. What's the first one?
You got to cut $50. Would you rather eliminate your streaming services or reduce your utility bills by $50? And that's going to take you lowering your thermostat, washing your clothes in off hours, hang drying them, unplugging items you're not using so you don't have phantom power, and maybe even becoming the light police like my mother was. When you would leave a room and your mom would come after you and go, turn off the lights. Why are those lights on? So streaming or utility bill?
Get rid of the streaming services. I don't watch them anyways. I only watch Cityline. What do I need streaming for? What do I need streaming
I don't even
for?
know what I would do. I could, for sure, the utility bill. Besides, I love my mother. I think I could totally manifest her in a very, very effective way.
Okay, so you're keeping the streaming. I'm getting rid of it. Sorry, kids. We're moving right along because I'm already the light police. Like, what more can I do? And I'm already doing the laundry at, the middle of the night to save money. So no, it's the streaming services. What do you got for me next?
Takeout versus cutting meat. So say you got to save $300. Some families don't do any takeout, but a lot of families do takeout, once a week or so. That could add up to $300 a month. If you take meat protein, research would say that a vegetarian family saves about $300 a month. Choose.
I need hamburgers in my life. So I am going to get rid of the takeout and just cook at home. I know lots of people who do that. It's doable.
Me too. To be fair, I don't order a lot of takeout, so that's pretty easy. But cooking entirely or almost entirely without meat, I would find really challenging.
Me too. Okay, what's next? That one was almost easy.
Skills. So there are so many skills that our parents have or had that we have lost. I have not darned a sock since about 1984. It's been a while. So would you rather learn to darn socks and mend clothes or become handy in your house, like fix the toaster, fix the banister? And if you get really good at it, my banister outside is kind of rotten and I could really use your help. So socks or household handiness?
I am just never going to be handy. It's not what I do, but I do darn a sock. And I remember putting this on Twitter years ago when the kids were young. I was like, here I am sewing the kids' socks. And people were like, why are you sewing socks? Go to the big box store and get new ones and throw those out. And I was like, that's a waste. So I try and sew things, all of the crotch holes and all of my yoga pants. I'm sitting there trying to sew them up on weekends. How about you? What are you choosing?
I would say I aspire to be handy. And with YouTube, there's actually a lot you can do. You can get the parts on Amazon. You can order the things. Okay, here's the next one, because you mentioned your kids. Kids' activities can be really, really expensive. And I'm going to make this even harder for both of us, because I'm going to include sports, the arts, and tutoring. Would you rather have kids' activities or take a second job to pay for them? Activities or take a second job?
I'm going to have to take two more jobs because hockey costs that much, and I want them to still be able to do that. So I'm just going to work 7 days a week, all day and all night. How about you?
100% second job, bring it on. I just couldn't imagine not having those things available. It would just break my heart. I'll sleep less, I'll work more.
Absolutely. Bruce, I could play this all day, but we're all out of time. Thank you so much for that, because this is a very good reflection on the choices a lot of us are going to have to make right now. Are you going to get those bananas, or are we just not doing bananas anymore because we need gas for the car? Tough choices, everyone, but a very good lesson. Thank you, Bruce.